Starting in March of 2019, the Rascals established themselves as a must-see at Warrior Wrestling shows. As a trio, they competed against a variety of competitors from all across the world. Well, the second night of the Stadium Series, they competed against each other. The winner of this triple threat match would go on to challenge for the title the following week. This is the Battle of the Rascals.
Beautiful night. Pro wrestling out here on the football field in Chicagoland, and we wrap up the Stadium Series 1 week from tonight right here. WarriorWrestling.net is where you can get your tickets, and we are expecting some warmer weather next week, aren't we?
We are, yes, indeed. And look, I'm looking at the gear these guys are wearing to the ring here. It looks like Zach Wentz. Is he wearing jeans? Right? We got Trey Miguel here. He's wearing Zubaz shorts.
Well, hang on here. You know what I've just noticed is that you have Miguel and Wentz, both in black, both in jeans, and it is Desmond Xavier with the white and the green on. Is he the odd man out? Is that what that signifies?
Yes, I think that is what it signifies here, It looks like Trey is... It looks like Desmond, I should say, is showing up to be a little bit different here tonight. And Trey Miguel spinning up, Zach over the top. And now it's Desmond going for the pinfall here.
Well, you saw them all fist bump. They all kind of shook hands before this matchup.
If you've ever seen one of those viral videos where a dog fights its reflection in a mirror, it might look a lot like this match.
Double kick to the temples. And both Wentz and Miguel, oh no, they collided, but instead turned their attention to Desmond, who gets super kicked, and now rolling under the bottom rope, it is Wentz and Miguel one-on-one.
And don't forget, Rich. Oh, big kick right there.
Yeah, big enziguri connected flush.
But don't forget, Rich, this match is for everything. The winner of this match is the new #1 contender for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. They will take on either Brian Pillman Jr. or Warhorse at the next Warrior Wrestling Stadium Series show.
Wow, German suplex folded over into the cover, and Xavier there to break it up. Double stop missed.
And Desmond able to get some chops into the neck of Zach Wentz, and what a agility there to land on his feet after that spin.
Oh, what a drop kick. You heard that connect.
Man, shades of the Von Erichs there. Just a beautiful drop kick there from Desmond Xavier.
Now, for those of you watching at home, how do we tell who's who in this matchup? Because Wentz and Miguel are almost indistinguishable, aren't they?
They are. They're looking similar tonight, but you know what? I'm telling by the gear. I'm telling a little bit by the moves. Each man moves a little bit differently. Trey Miguel here with some quick shots to the face. And he,
oh, wow, spinning enziguri.
It's tough to even talk about the psychology of this bout, Rich. I mean, the psychology is don't stop moving.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've talked a lot about sharks tonight, but similarly, if you stop moving, you die in a bout like this.
So it's Trey Miguel who has the, I suppose, the pink on the back of his shirt, the shorter hair. Oh, and that's Zachary Wentz, who just kicked his teammate right in the head.
Man, that's brutal. And again, these guys know everything about each other.
Wentz misses off the apron. Blocked by Xavier. Caught. No, and a kick right into the gut.
Oh, man, you said Desmond flying there, but Desmond stayed on his knees. Couple big punches there between friends. Oh, wow, and that's a double headbutt. And
Look
what
out.
is Trey Miguel doing?
Miguel corkscrewing with the moonsault off the second buckle. #1 contendership on the line in this matchup here tonight in Chicago.
Both men down on the outside, and the referee yelling at Trey Miguel here right now. Trey Miguel getting his wits about him.
Now, we talked about before here at Warrior Wrestling, it's not the first time that these three have had to battle against each other.
Trey Miguel looks like he's saying something to the referee right now. Something happened. I hope he didn't split his pants or something like that.
Who knows? What did he say?
He said he knows he's got to win. He doesn't want to fight his friends, Rich, but he's got to. It's all on the line here.
Miguel going to the top. Trying to dial in the coordinates on Wentz, who charges forward. Miguel, Matrix-like.
Yeah.
Oh, right into a sleeper.
Trey Miguel truly made of rubber. And Wentz putting all of his weight and pressure up on the back. Trey Miguel.
He's reaching out, trying to get to the ropes, and Wentz is going to have to break that hold. Or will he? Xavier from the second buckle. Up and over. Oh, wow, look at this. Double sweeper.
Oh, man, and we have a sleeper.
No, wait a minute, the referee.
That
the
can't
referee
be
got
okay.
tied up.
That can't be okay. The referee broke the sleepers. And look at referee Jeremy, Rich. He can't believe what he had to do.
Well, the fans certainly enjoyed that here tonight at Warrior Wrestling. You know, I've seen some goofy things over the years, but you almost think in a situation like that, you wonder if they even realized who they were grabbing hold of. It all happened so quickly.
And man, the revenge of the referee is he could count all three of these men down for 10 and nobody would win.
Well, he could have disqualified them too.
That's true, and it would have been fair game, although I believe in a triple threat, the DQ rules might go out the window here at Warrior Wrestling.
They very well may. You know, here's a question for you, Nick, and maybe you have a little insight on this given your journalistic integrity here.
Sure.
But does it seem to you like here at Warrior Wrestling, perhaps Principal Steve maybe has it out for these three guys? This is, as I said, it's the second time they've had to compete against each other.
I have been thinking something very similarly, Rich. You know, the Rascals have been such a success as a unit, but Steve has pitted them against each other for the title against Brian Cage, and here again he's pitting them against each other for a #1 contender shot. And how is that going to affect the unit? And one of them is a world champion and the other two are not. That seems like a recipe for a disaster with three friends.
Yeah, build a lot of jealousy into that. Xavier. Oh, wow!
And that's a tag team move that they would traditionally have done on opponents, but now use it against each other, because you got to think about all the interchangeable tag team moves that all three of these guys know that they can use against each other too.
Wentz full speed ahead, missed. Xavier catches him the back of the skull. Back handspring and a huge kick.
That extra overhead rotation, dropping the laces from out of the sky onto the top of the head of Wentz.
Miguel with a kick to the gut. Gigantic cutter by Trey Miguel into the cover. #1 contendership on the line. No, wait a minute.
It's through the ropes.
Now he grabs hold of the bottom rope.
All right, well, some rules I guess still apply here in this bout.
Yeah, that is fantastic ring awareness by Xavier, and I'll tell you what, if Wentz would have realized where he was, he might have been able to maybe perhaps pull Xavier a little bit further out to the center of the ring.
And Trey Miguel here now stalking about the ring.
Off comes the shed. That actually helps us. This match has been so fast to be able to identify who's who.
It is tough. And Trey barely missing, and Zach
got him with a heel.
And Trey has looked very impressive here so far, Rich.
He really has. I mean, you think about it, these three have really elevated each other. Speak of the devil.
Oh, I hate this right here.
Oh, no.
You don't have any, your neck can't whiplash around. You're just getting hit, kick straight in the face.
Here's a mule kick by Wentz off the top. Sunset flip driver, and look out here. Full Nelson, there's a kick in
Dropped him.
like a modified STO.
And
Oh my God!
Look at that height.
What a cutter!
Get on him, Zach.
Wentz trying to put it away! New #1 contender though!
I thought that was all she wrote. I thought he was just going to fly up into outer space as high as he got, Rich.
See what you did there, Nick.
What?
He said as high as he got there.
Yeah, these guys can get real high with their moves, the leapfrogs, the springboarding. These guys, if anybody knows how to get high, it's the Rascals, Rich.
Who's going to gain the advantage? Who will find the extra the extra momentum to tilt the table
And once again,
and become the new #1 contender to the Warrior Wrestling Championship.
and teamwork here. Double 619, 1238.
Yeah, that's some quick math on the fly there, Hausman. Good for you.
I'm good with small numbers.
Desmond Xavier grabbing hold of.
And now,
He had Miguel's ankle tied up,
And look
and this is super dangerous.
look how tight those cornrows are that Desmond Xavier's rocking
Oh,
today.
never mind the cornrows. Look how dangerous this is.
I'm just saying he's going to lock him up tight here on the top rope, just like those cornrows.
Oh no! Oh my God! Off the top, Desmond Xavier.
And
Low dive to the outside.
like a cat, he just knew where to run,
I'm
Rich.
going to tell you what. Xavier is on the precipice here, becoming the brand new #1 contender. Perched off the top rope. Here he comes.
Oh!
Cascading down, cover. Leg hooked. No!
Oh! I picked Desmond Xavier tonight, Rich. He's my pick. I was so ready to rub it in your face and say, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, but that wasn't enough.
You know, you hate to be critical, but if Xavier would have gone for the cover right away, this match would have been over with. Instead, he wanted to make sure that the man on the outside, Zachary Wentz, wasn't able to come charging into the ring.
Yeah.
I think it cost him, though, Nick.
You know, it's just too much here, you know, between all between having an extra opponent in the ring, having those opponents be your friends, having a golden opportunity on the line. I mean, so much going through your head here in a match like this, Rich. And
It is Miguel who is barely staying on his feet. Xavier was in charge. In the meantime, you see Zachary Wentz stirring on the outside. Here he comes into the fray. Oh! Never mind. Quickly in, quickly out.
good friends, better enemies.
And Xavier with a running forearm, perhaps an elbow in the corner. And Trey Miguel, he looks like he's going nighty-night.
Yeah, he's struggling up there, Rich. He looks like he's not being able to put any offense together. But here comes Zachary Wentz.
Oh, no. Oh!
Inside out second rope suplex.
Running high knee in the corner. And wow.
Trey's tied up, Rich. And it looks like Wentz could have had his weight thrown into that knee of Trey Miguel, who again is tied up in that top turnbuckle. Desmond Xavier now.
Then he got turned around. Wentz with a kick down low.
And all three men in that corner now.
Oh, heads up here, Trey Miguel. Oh! Flying Meteora!
I think Zachary Wentz thought that Trey was going to help him.
Both men are down. Who? What?
It was Trey Miguel. He had his arm over both men. Zachary Wentz kicked out. Desmond didn't. Trey Miguel's your winner.
Oh, wait on the official announcement.
Could we be looking at a future world champion right now, Rich?
And Nick, you were right.
Winner of the match and #1 contender to the Warrior Wrestling Championship, Trey Miguel.
Wow, that's I'm gonna call it as an upset. I really had Desmond Xavier.
I had Desmond Xavier too. And you know, we're here on a football field. They say football is a game of inches. Well, if you've been watching tonight, you would know that wrestling, the matches here at Warrior Wrestling, these are matches of inches. It inches there, inches in other matches tonight. Barely got away with it, but a win's a win. Trey Miguel, your new #1 contender for the Warrior Wrestling World Championship.
Let's hear it for all three of them. The Rascals!
So we asked How would this affect the relationship? How would this affect the team? Apparently, it has not affected anyone at all. They're proud for their teammate. And you're right, Nick. Could we see the very next Warrior Wrestling champion? He is the #1 contender. Trey Miguel will face the winner of our main event.
Come and live the dream with Wrestling Travel!
I'm the man, I got the plan. When it hits the fan, do all I can, do all I can.
After winning the Battle of the Rascals, Trey Miguel went on the following week to challenge Brian Pillman Jr. and Brian Cage in a match for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. It was a night no one will soon forget.
Brian Cage could not compete, could not defend the Warrior Wrestling Championship. He handpicked Brian Pillman Jr. to take his place in that war of attrition matchup. Pillman surprised everybody, he outlasted everybody to become the new champion. You're saying that it is a slap in the face?
It is
that Cage has demanded to be in this matchup.
Yes, because look, Brian Pillman Jr. and Trey Miguel, and look, Trey Miguel right out of the gate throwing big knees.
Wow.
Brian Cage throwing Trey.
Oh, what a big kick by Cage.
I'm just saying, Brian Pillman Jr. and Trey Miguel have only had a week to prepare for this fight here tonight. A week, Rich. A week is usually not enough time. Oh, big kick there for Brian Pillman Jr.
Oh, Cage answers back. Release German suplex.
And you're telling me that on 18 hours notice, Brian Cage says, I want in the main event?
Well,
That's
why not?
fair?
He was told whenever he wants a chance to compete for the title again, it's his. All he has to do is say it.
Well, be a man. Be respectful.
Name the time, name the place.
Be respectful about it. Give your opponent some heads up. And Brian Pillman Jr. looking to go flying like his dad, but unlike his dad, I guess, got caught here by that beast of a man.
Ill-advised, and now Cage is doing some baby curls with, oh, wait a minute here, Pillman. That might have been a bit of a low kick.
Oh, man, like taking a ball bat to the side of a barn. Sounded good, but how much damage does it really do?
Well, Brian Cage was supposed to face Alex Zane tonight. Zane not feeling well, unable to compete. And hey, I don't blame Brian Cage. He saw an opportunity. He said, you know what? I don't have an opponent. Why not? Put me in the title matchup.
And Brian Pillman Jr. and Trey Miguel working together here early on against Cage. Which
well, they better.
Yeah, and look, Cage here, the strength of two men. And synchronized drop kicks there for Brian Pillman Jr. to Trey Miguel.
Like Morton and Gibson.
A little Rock and Roll Express ode there.
Maybe Eaton and Lane.
Trey Miguel up and over Brian Pillman Jr. with a
low kick to the knee.
Yeah, man, that's the wrong way a knee's supposed to bend. Hurricane Rana there, and a twist around the neck there from Trey Miguel. Hurts just to watch, Rich.
You know, luckily for Pillman, I don't believe that Trey has laces exposed on his boot.
And
There's a leaping enziguri there, takes out Brian Cage.
Keep him out of the ring. If he's not in the ring, he can't win the match. Keep this between you and Brian. Stick to your game plan. This is the match you prep for, Trey.
You see Miguel has those kick pads. Oh, big power slam by Pillman to put it away. And
Almost British Bulldog-esque there a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe a little Road Warrior Animal as well.
Oh, man, rest in peace, rest in power, I should say, to Animal here. Sadly passed away earlier this week. And Pillman leaping off the ring. Oh, right on the edge.
Yeah, the small of Pillman's back went into the edge of the ring, and there's Trey Miguel diving through the ropes, caught. And look at the hang time on the suplex.
Wow, like a dart being thrown at a dartboard and plucked out of the air by a bear. Brian Cage grabbed him, waved him around like he just don't care, and he dropped him right on that turf.
Cage looking to put this away. Hooks the leg, and a kick out by Miguel too. You see the boots there, the kick pads. That's what I was mentioning earlier. Sometimes when you do that twister move right around the neck or around the eyes, you get the laces of the boots, and that adds a little extra. You ever get rope burn, Nick? Imagine that on your eye.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I know the kick pads get in. Wait, before I get to kick pads and break it,
never mind the kick pads.
What is going on? What Brian Cage doing a Boston Crab on the top rope?
Good Lord.
Like a modified Boston Crab.
What do you do in that situation?
I think you just pray. I think you say, I am at a religious institution right now. Please don't let this be my last day on earth. I think that's what you say.
A kick by Pillman is caught. Cage sweeps the leg, and what's he going for? Sharpshooter, maybe?
Indian deathlock, I think, or some kind of Indian. What is this here?
Got the legs tied up, and yeah, he may be going for an Indian deathlock, or maybe not. He lost his balance. And diving Meteora. Saw Miguel off the top rope cover, and Pillman dives on him to break it up.
And he got high up on him. Really made it easier for him to drag Brian Cage to the mat there. And Brian Cage here trying to shake off the cobwebs at the moment. And this is a great time for me to talk about those kick pads, because I know the kick pads can get a bad rap in pro wrestling, but you think about boxing, right? They say in boxing, it's a more brutal sport when you wear the boxing gloves.
Oh, wow, what a nasty kick.
Because your hands are protected, right? So you can throw your hands much faster. I think the same can be said with those fancy feet of Trey Miguel.
Oh, what a kick by Pillman!
Plucked out of the air!
Gigantic super kick by the Warrior Wrestling Champion!
And that's why he's the champ! And he's chopping down Brian Cage, or doing his best to do so.
Wrenching the arm, and now Cage able to reverse. But Pillman with a double axe handle takes down the former champion, now spilling Trey Miguel.
Oh, and he's got Trey upside down. Brian Cage
Missed.
Oh! Both men at once, a 2-for-1 special. BOGO, whatever you want to call it.
I'm a champion tonight!
And Brian Pillman Jr., knowing that he's on the ride of a lifetime right now, missed that chance at some offense on Trey Miguel.
Main event here tonight, Chicago Heights, Illinois, Warrior Wrestling Stadium Series 3. Trey Miguel, double stomp to the high back. Rolling Pillman over. Hooks the leg for the title. Pillman out at 2.5. Brian Cage trying to shake off the cobwebs in the meantime. Hashtag is Stadium Series, Warrior Wrestling at warriorwrestling.net. The third and final Stadium Series show. And thank you so much for joining us on Fight TV. To all the fans that have been out, if you're maybe watching the replay of this and you attended, thanks so much. And if you didn't, good possibility that when the weather gets a little bit warmer again, maybe springtime, if things are still as they are, we may be back out here on the football field again, say come April or May.
Trey Miguel here, using his hand as a hammer and trying to nail
Missed with the
Pillman as much as
clothesline.
he can, but right across that upper back. Michinoku driver.
Cover, and Cage is there to break him up. Might have done more damage to Miguel there, diving in to break it up. Pillman, that leg hook driver now, wait a minute, fireman's carry. Pillman able to slide free.
The champ and the former champ exchanging blows here at the center of the ring.
Pump handle, and Brian Cage. Oh, planting Pillman.
Inside out, Falcon's arrow
Is that
has
enough? Pillman got his toe on the bottom rope and got the shoulder up anyway.
Is it just me, or has Brian Cage lost a little of his mojo in pro wrestling without that Warrior Wrestling Championship?
He may have. Very well may have. Seems like he's searching for something. He's maybe lost, like you said, a little bit of that confidence, a little bit of that extra snap in his step.
Oh, and look at that. The power slide Prince, Trey Miguel.
Cover for the title, no. Kick out at 2.
Popping in and out there. I wonder if we'll see that power slide Canadian Destroyer at some point in this match.
What was that, a power slide rebound cutter?
Something like that.
Yeah, that was innovative.
You're the professional, Rich.
Well, I mean,
you do MLW. Am I doing this right? I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know that I do it right, but anyway. Title matchup here tonight.
Trey Miguel going up top. Anything's
Two
possible.
challengers. Trey Miguel, Brian Cage, the challengers. Brian Pillman Jr. is the champion. Our main event on a great night here in Chicago Heights. The wind has died down a little bit. The temperature's fantastic. The crowd is fired up. Looking for that discus forearm was Brian Cage, but Pillman Jr. knew what was coming. Look at this tandem.
Oh, man, yeah, too much man there, too much muscle. Wasn't able to get him up.
Maybe trying to do a little too much. Oh, man, discus clothesline.
And I always feel bad when I see somebody land on the back of their head like that. And
Big
Brian
power
Cage.
bomb, and is he going to go for one more? Nope, hold on. What's Miguel doing?
Oh, managed to get a hold of him from the back.
Almost like a poison rana.
I want to remind everybody, Brian Pillman Jr., of course, has won his last 2 matches here at Warrior Wrestling using that jackhammer, a move made famous by Bill Goldberg that he is trying to be making his own now, is Brian Pillman Jr.
Triple threat matchup. Whoever scores the pinfall becomes the champion. Will it be Pillman? Will it be Cage? Will it be Wentz? And now what happens here if everybody's counted out?
I think Brian Pillman retains the title.
Well, of course he does, yeah. So if you're Pillman Jr. and you've been beat down too much, why not just stay down? That's always the obvious question.
That's it. Well, if the other 2 men get to their feet first and you're down, that leaves you in a very precocious situation.
No.
Or precarious situation.
Yes.
Precocious.
Well, you gotta be heads up because never mind here. Wentz, double super kick.
That is a lot of foot going to your face right there. Brian Cage got size 20-something boots.
Brian Cage trying to set up Pillman Jr. He was able to slide free, and again, Pillman, caught with a ripcord forearm. Pillman with a high knee.
And Pillman going for that jackhammer. Oh, Cage didn't let him with that headbutt.
Roundhouse kick, and now up in the fireman's carry. Brian Cage maybe looking to put things away with the F5, nails it, but look out! Diving meteor off the top!
And what is Cage doing? He rolled right through. Another powerbomb perhaps onto Trey Miguel.
Buckle bomb!
Oh, even worse, brutal.
Another F5 on the way! This could be curtains! Whoa, wait a minute! Oh! Canadian Destroyer by... Oh, hold on here, Pillman! Very quickly back in and
jackhammer,
Reg Pillman!
Oh, and Cage!
God, Cage got the left shoulder up!
The first man in Warrior Wrestling to kick out of Brian Pillman Jr.'s jackhammer. The machine, the Swolverine Brian Cage, he's a fingertips distance away from Pillman Jr.
Miguel able to duck under.
Oh, power
tornado DDT.
Power slide tornado DDT right there.
Pillman Jr. looking to go to the outside, but Trey Miguel able to cut him off. I thought Miguel had the title off that diving meteor off the top, and then the Canadian Destroyer. Now here he comes again. Pillman out of the way.
Up and under. Pillman here going. Is it this another jackhammer?
Jackhammer times 2. Whoa!
No,
small package. Small package.
Oh! Wait, did Trey Miguel get him or did Pillman get him? No, I think Pillman got him.
Miguel's the new champion.
No, I think Pillman got
Trey
him.
Miguel's the new champion.
Trey Miguel won this?
Trey Miguel's the new Warrior Wrestling champion.
What? Are you kidding me?
Hey you, are you a professional wrestling fan? Check out the High Spots Wrestling Network. Hours and hours of the best pro wrestling on the planet. Streaming on your phone, tablet, PC, and available on Roku. Thousands of videos, all the top indie promotions. So what are you waiting for, champ? Head over to www.highspotswrestlingnetwork.com and check it out today. #HSWN. It's the best $9.99 in the biz.
Lastly, in this episode, we have an entry not on the countdown. It is not a match. The one person in there particularly will be sure to tell you it was not a match. This was Frank the Clown's Hardcore Challenge, in which Frank put out the invite that he would fight anyone in the wrestling world. And it was answered by none other than his girlfriend's father, Mick Foley.
Oh boy.
A young man who is ridden the coattails.
This isn't Frank the Clown's usual music. That's Cactus Jack. Wait, it's Cactus! Look, it's Cactus Jack! He's here! I can't believe it! It's not just Mick Foley, we got Cactus Jack in the house! Rich, this is incredible! Look at this man!
You know, Mick, he looks like he's maybe lost an inch or two, a couple more pounds in the back. Wait, who is it? Wait. Oh, it's Dude Love, Rich. We are getting all three faces of Foley here tonight. Oh, look at that. Cactus Jack, Dude Love. And how is Mick Foley doing this? Is this holograms? I'm going to guess he's got holograms. Several Mick Foley-based holograms. Frank the Clown, what a genius. Oh, wait. Oh, yes! Oh, it's the worm-eating freak, the boiler room monster, Mankind!
Well, what I want to know, which one's the real Mick Foley?
You're right. One of them's got to be the real Mick, the rest are holograms again, my guess.
Is there anybody who's ever ridden the coattails of success and done so little with it than Frank the Clown?
The Foley family should consider themselves lucky and privileged to have Frank the Clown come into their world. Look at Mick using...
What do you mean, look at Mick? It's not Mick Foley. That's another one of his clowns that he got from Clown College.
Frank the Clown is...
That he failed out of twice.
I'm pretty sure that PWI just put out their top PWI 500, right?
Yes.
How Frank the Clown did not take the #1 spot is beyond me. This man is a
Don't tell me he's in there.
I think if he's not 1, he's 0. He's above 1. He's a hyper-sentient being sent here to make the world a professional
You're
wrestling.
talking over my head. A what?
A hyper-sentient being.
What does that mean?
He's a space clown from outer space, Rich. You know, the Foley family, they were just struggling. The Foley family was struggling before they met Frank the Clown.
I'm sure. Oh, yes, right.
You know, Mick Foley had a so-so career. He had a pretty.
So
good...
you mean to tell me this idiot, who is only famous because he went to WWE shows and sat on the hard camera side so people could see his stupid clown head, the Foley family, the Hall of Famer, needed him?
Rich, look.
That's what you're telling me.
I'm not gonna argue with you because Frank the Clown did sit ringside there dressed as a clown, but you know what? In the world of sports entertainment, professional wrestling, a world of over-the-top characters, you know, who was catching everybody's eye?
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, The Undertaker.
Oh, would you,
John Cena.
Would you stop?
Dolph Ziggler. I'm looking
and you want to talk about out-kicking your coverage.
I'm saying my eyes were on Frank the Clown. Noelle Foley's eyes were on Frank the Clown. She pursued him. Mick Foley, he hates that fact. He hates to know that Noelle Foley pursued this real man, that now Mick Foley has the privilege of, look at that coat. That coat has coattails. Mick Foley, welcome to grab them.
Look at his pants.
Yeah. What about his pants? His pants well made. He's got his girlfriend, Mick's daughter, Noelle. Most men could ever even hope to have Noelle Foley.
I bet you get those
close to their
special
lives.
ordered from Tommy Lahren.
Yes, a baby, you know.
Made in China.
Fashionista.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, but look, Frank the Clown here, eliciting a response. The fans here in attendance, pulsing like a heart. The beat is going on here right now. Oh, I can't wait. I gotta let Frank do his thing, Rich, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it.
Bring Mick Foley's old batter ass out here right now.
Yeah, Frank! Saying it like it is.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I am proud of myself. This is my friend.
Yes, Mick Foley is here tonight, and you see him wearing that St. Nick World Tour 2016 shirt. What do you think he's got in that bag with him? Presents for all of us?
Knowing Mick Foley, the hardcore legend. You know, knowing Mick Foley in that bag,
You know, he may have gifts. Yeah, you're right. Gifts for Frank the Clown. Thank you for dating my daughter. Thank you for giving the Foley family purpose in life. Here are some gifts. I'd do it.
Humanitarian, a philanthropist, a very charitable man. No, what you said is actually true. However, I had the fortune to go ahead and date the love of my life, your beautiful daughter, Noelle Foley. And then, you see, you just weren't Mick Foley, mankind, dude, love Cactus Jack anymore. You were just simply my girlfriend's father. Nothing more than my girlfriend's father. And for the last 5.5 years, I have been a part of your life. You've been a part of mine, unfortunately. And he has been nothing but a thorn in my side. Everywhere I go, he's texting Noelle, "What's Frank doing? Where's Frank taking you now? You better get home at a good time." Every single thing, he has just embarrassed me. Holy moly! 3 years ago on the WWE Network, I was a part of that show. I thought it was going to be a great experience. The Foley family all together. But what happened, Mr. Foley? I was embarrassed. I was humiliated every step of the way. And that to me is straight garbage. I have been a guest in your house many a times, but tonight you're a guest in the Clown's house. What? I can't in case you guys forgot, I am Mr. Warrior Wrestling, and this is my show. Mr. Foley, you get this question a lot. How did it feel when you fell off the Hell in a Cell and all that money you made is going straight to Frank the Clown? All of me, the Foley family fortune's gonna line my pockets. And wait, Mr. Foley, I have a surprise for you. I don't know if you've noticed yet.
Houseman, I don't know about you, but I'm the father of a 22-year-old daughter.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Hey, this is the first time your daughter's been all over me.
oh God. I understand how Mick Foley feels right now.
He's probably like, I have not given this man enough love and respect.
So guess what? Guess what, Mr. Foley? You come here and you want to stand face to face with me, but I know something. You won't lay a finger on me. Why is that? Why is that? Because you know that your daughter loves me and you're not going to do anything to disappoint your daughter. You ain't going to do a thing to disappoint your mom. This is a family show. We always like high school. Use some manners. Mr. Foley, you may be Noelle's father, but she calls me daddy now.
future. He calculated I would not injure him because of my love for my daughter. Frank was incorrect. While no one can accurately predict the future, I'm going to do a pretty good job. And I'm going to predict that after tonight, there will be no children in Frank's future.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Is he getting his other daughter?
What? Barbie? Oh, no! It's Clippy! It's the Togs! The Togs! Frank, no! Get out of there! There's a madman! This is worth the price of admission alone. Oh, he's got a big old chunk of Frank meat! Big! Maybe not anymore! I wonder if he uses those Togs to serve Thanksgiving turkey this year. Oh boy. Mick Foley, a veteran of deathmatch wrestling. He's lived the Kawasaki dream. Oh, what a big leg drop right across the cojones, the huevos, the grapefruits of Frank the Clown. Right now, Mick Foley is living every father's dream. Here it is, Barbie, the forgotten Foley daughter. Frank, get out of there! Where are the other Micks? Where are hologram Micks? Get him out of there! This is your daughter's boyfriend, Mick. He made some mistakes. Oh no! Oh no! I wonder if he learned this one from Terry. Oh no! Oh Frank, what are you doing? Why are you still in there, buddy? Get out of there! Oh Frank, no!
She just loved him. We had family barbecues.
Barbecue. Oh no! This has gone way too far. Look, Mickey said a couple bad things. I get it. You were upset. He's a clown. He's a jokester. He's gonna light this clown on fire! This is too far, Mick. This is way too far. You gotta step off the ledge. If you would step off that ledge, my friend, you could. Come on, Mick, now. He's your daughter's boyfriend here. This is a human being. Have some mercy, Mick.
Let's try a rim chant tonight. How about follow me with a light 'em up, Foley, light 'em up. Light 'em up, Foley, light 'em up. Light 'em up, Foley, light 'em up. Light 'em up, Foley, light 'em up.
These fans are sick. Uh-oh. Good. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Finally good. Wonderful. What do you mean finally good? Marion High School's top level. These are some of the toughest seniors at Marion Catholic High School. Varsity.
I know how this works. It works with me going through every single one of you.
They're children, Nick.
That's how I think I can do it. I'm not so sure about you. These guys, no problem. But instead of having a confrontation with anyone but that clown, let me reason with you. You're not getting paid much, if anything at all, by Warrior Wrestling, right? Let's be honest, you guys weren't security guys. You're a student, which means you were a fan. You're still fans. I want you to think back to your youth or even to last night about all the times I gave you pleasure on your screen. And now I'm telling you, it would give me sincere pleasure to light that gentleman's genitalia on fire.
Yes! Yes! Do it! No. This is wrong.
I take it to be
told you they were the senior varsity level athletes. They're obviously not going to take this bait. They're not going to let this man light another man on fire. You animals! The building is shaking right now. This is not right. This is absolutely not right. He's not a candle on a birthday cake, man. Come on! Oh. I gotta give credit to that one kid for trying to pull him back in the ring. And you know the irony here, the three faces of Foley rescuing Frank the Clown from Mick Foley.
I know that was ultimately kind of unsatisfying, right?
I'm very satisfied.
But now, doesn't it feel like a real, honest-to-goodness WWE pay-per-view?
All right, that was pretty funny.
Look at everything we accomplished, okay? Look at what we accomplished. Now, the next few matches we come in, they're going to tear the house down. They're the reason Warrior Wrestling exists. I'm just saying, wait, hold on, guys. One of the things we realized, we can achieve as much through kind words as we could through force, am I right? We learned that about each other, okay? And I also learned that we've got a pretty darn good chant going tonight. Light 'em up, Foley, light 'em up. And when you go home, people ask you what you saw here, right here, in Chicago Heights, Illinois. I want you to tell them you saw flying wrestling, incredible athleticism, technical wrestling, and then an old guy who came out wearing a sock puppet who tried to light another human being's genitals on fire. And then you can chant along to your television screen. This is wrestling. This is wrestling. This is wrestling. This is wrestling. Oh, great night, everyone. Nice to have you here.
You get the feeling that as the holidays approach, things might be a little awkward. Awkward? Yeah, for Frank the Clown at the Foley household.
I think awkward would be an understatement, Rich.
That's it for this episode of Warrior Wrestling's Greatest Matches. We hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next time.